Hi everyone. I hope you're having a good start to your week. I'm excited to be sharing another live Cersei poetry video with you, but it's always a little tough because it makes me take a good hard look at myself. So following up with the sports imagery from last week, I'm going to share a poem with you tonight called Competition. And I'm not sure if it's 100% accurate to say this, but I think it's safe to say that in this world there are two types of people. People who are naturally competitive and those who aren't. And even if you're not competitive in maybe the traditional sense of the word, I think that you could maybe relate to this topic tonight because I'm talking about friendships. And friendship is a funny thing, and I think maybe it's time for another live interactive poll like we've done in the past. So feel free to click like or any of the other emoji buttons to respond to some of these questions I have about you and maybe friendships that you currently have or have had in the past. So I'm going to read some of these questions to you. Feel free to respond now or anytime, even after this video is aired. Have you ever met a person before and immediately clicked with them? These fast friendships form because you feel like you already know the person so well and he or she seems to understand you. Those are the best types of friendships to have. It's kind of fun when you meet those people. Next question. Do you have a friendship that requires a lot of work on your part to maintain it? You know that you're friends, but this person isn't very good at reaching out, so in order to stay friends, you need to be the instigator. Again, you can respond if you want. Oh, this one's tough. Have you ever had a friend do a 180 and become an obvious enemy? Whatever the reason, the friendship goes down in flames. This next question's going with the flame analogy. Have you ever let a friendship fizzle out? And this one's tough for me. I think it's impossible to maintain every friendship we've ever had. But either way, because of schedules and time, distance, or maybe being in different phases of life, a friendship just sort of disappeared. You would maybe say you're still friends, but then you realize you haven't talked to this person in years and you know nothing about them. Here's the last question. Do you have a friend that you admire so much that it almost makes you dislike the person at times? Just being around this person makes you feel small and inadequate? So yeah, that's what this poem is about. It's about that friend with whom you suddenly start comparing yourself and you find that you're coming up short. I didn't realize that it was happening to me. I mean, I knew it probably happened in middle school a lot, but as a grown-up, I didn't realize it was happening to me quite so often until I was evaluating my feelings about a former friendship, and I was wondering why I was uncomfortable when I was around this person. There was just something inside of me that felt like I was being evaluated and judged, and that I was coming up short. So, since I'm with the half of humankind that's naturally very competitive, I decided to do something about it. I tried harder. When I was with that person, I forced my best self forward. I tried to become smarter, wittier, more authentic, without being too authentic because then that's just crazy. I tried to be a better dresser, a better listener, funnier. Whatever trait I felt that wasn't currently measuring up, I worked to improve. Darn it, it was like I was going to win at this friendship thing. I wasn't going to let my insecurity bring me down. But oh my goodness, it was stressful. All of a sudden I realized I was looking at my friend in the completely wrong way. As an enemy. I was, and I'm ashamed to admit it, but I was actually happy when this person seemed more human and a bit more flawed. Wait, weren't we supposed to be friends? Weren't we on the same side? It's that stupid pride thing again, guys. As with most things in life, it starts out so simply. We begin admiring something about somebody else. And it happens again and again. And we wonder, maybe I should be more like that. Why am I not like that? It happens very easily with superficial things, like haircuts, style of clothes, maybe shoes and jewelry. It happens with personality traits. We feel like maybe we should be more witty, talented, charming, maybe more outgoing, or maybe in my case, less outgoing. It definitely happens in the church. We look at others and we compare ourselves with their spirituality. Oh, look, what amazing faith they have. Oh, what a tremendous redemption story. Look at how that person serves so selflessly. Maybe I would be happier if... Probably I would be more successful in life if... Maybe God would love me more if... These are lies that we feed ourselves to rationalize our actions and our critical spirit. I'm just going to say it outright. We all need to stop comparing ourselves with others. Yeah, we can learn from them. We can admire and love our friends. But when our insecure pride rears its ugly head, we need to recognize and put a stop to it immediately. God made all of us to be a part of his body, and all of our different parts are beautiful. We are all on the same side. So here's the poem. I'm going to share it with you now. Competition. Why am I playing to win? When did we change sides? Next to you, I feel small, unimportant, unworthy, unwelcome, uncomfortable. I hate that. So the battle begins. Ultimate war with myself. Epic struggle versus pride. Prodding, pushing, pulling to the death. Must be better, must be wiser, must be right. I must win. Costly casualties. Consequently critical. Counterfeit confidence. Cannot coexist. Caution. The deceptive desire to better myself has backfired, blown to bits. When did we become enemies? You were my friend. Why am I playing to win? When did we change? We're on the same side. Please join me in making an extra effort to follow God's leading in our friendships. Let's all work to love others deeply and without jealousy. Let's celebrate our friends' uniqueness and strengths without trying to be condemning counterfeit copies. To win or earn God's love. We are unique.